dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, the floodwaters are receding and many are realizing the full extent of the damage throughout the region. Governor Matt Bevin just declared a state of emergency this afternoon due to the continued heavy rainfall and damage across the state. WYMT's Connor James begins our coverage from Magoffin County, where many are now counting the thousands of dollars worth of damage to their properties.
This property I'm at is just one of the places hit hard by floodwaters throughout Magoffin County. The owner of this property tells me the home he's been working on for nearly 14 months was almost flooded out, and he's lost several $1,000s worth of equipment in the process. People living here say they have never seen so much water flood the property before. This whole area was underwater this weekend. Now, people living throughout Magoffin County are finally able to start cleaning up.
It luckily stopped. And, I'm just thankful that the stuff we lost is material stuff. There's people in town that lost a lot more than we did, and I feel for them.
Now, this is just obviously one of the many places hit hard by floodwaters. And talking with the county's judge executive, he tells me they're still assessing damage. In the future, they're going to have to build a bridge to some homes that are completely trapped off because of water. I'm in Magoffin County. Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Mike Salyer says culverts blocking up along the Mountain Parkway project across from his home was one of the main reasons his property flooded. Martin County emergency management workers are also out assessing the damage. Around midnight Saturday night, officials declared a state of emergency there. 2 days later, most of the floodwaters have receded. Several people are helping Diane Sarton rip up her soaking wet carpet. She says she's lived here for 18 years and flooding has never been an issue until now.
So much to clean and get rid of and dry out. It's going to be a big job.
Later at 6, we rode around with an emergency management official to see more of the damage. If you live in Martin County and have flooding damage, officials ask that you call the Martin County Emergency Management at 606-298-2082.
Well, sunshine is finally here, and the good news is it's here to stay, at least for a little while. Let's go ahead and check some of our cameras. Looking at UVA-wise, not really a cloud in the sky. Absolutely beautiful day, and if you don't remember, the skies are actually blue. We're also seeing the beautiful sunshine on our Stonecrest cam right now. Absolutely beautiful. If you can get out today and enjoy that sunshine, get out and do it, but you have at least 2 more days to do so. Now, we do still have a lot of flood warnings and aerial flood warnings throughout our area, especially those ones in Wayne, Whitley, Knox County, even the little bit of that flood warning over into Leslie Perry County. Now, those are through Tuesday for the most part, but those flood warnings along the Kentucky River, Cumberland River, we're actually going to keep those until we start to see those rivers go past flood stage. Now, they are starting to die down, but they are still at flood stage at this time. But the good news is we are looking at a clean sweep, and hopefully sunshine over the next couple of days will really help those waters go down pretty quickly. Temperatures are into the upper 40s to lower 50s, feeling amazing out there, but it's going to get even better over the next couple of days because sunny skies equals warmer temperatures. We also have another system on the way. We'll talk about that and more coming up in just a little bit. Steve.
Thank you. Officials are searching for a man missing in Perry County. Kentucky State Police and the Department of Fish and Wildlife teamed up with others in the county to search the North Fork of the Kentucky River. WYMT's Will Puckett has more.
Kentucky State Police confirmed that they have a missing persons case open for 53-year-old Danny Napier, who goes by the nickname Tin Can. They say Sunday afternoon, someone found grocery bags alongside a bike believed to be owned by Napier along Kentucky 550 and Combs Road near the old MC Napier High School. Monday morning, crews with the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Department, along with other law enforcement here in Perry County, were out looking for him, starting at MC Napier High School, down to the Perry County Park boat ramp, and further down the North Fork of the Kentucky River, hoping to find Napier.
With the high level that it was at, if someone went in without any kind of flotation device or life jacket, it would be difficult to kind of navigate the river.
Now, since this is a missing persons case, Kentucky State Police are the lead investigating service on this. However, everyone is out here to help, hopefully to find Napier. If anybody has any information, they are asked to call Kentucky State Police Post 13 in Hazard. In Perry County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
And you can reach Post 13 at 606-435-6069. A 15-year-old Louisiana boy is accused of murdering a Baton Rouge gospel singer. Police say the teenager was arrested Friday and charged with first-degree murder. Marshall Lark's body was found last weekend in a wooded area. Investigators say he was shot multiple times and his vehicle stolen. Police say the teen was at the crime scene and driving Lark's car one day after the killing.
Now, if he's actually responsible for the shooting, we're not 100% sure of that right now. But we do know that he was there. We do know that he was in possession of the vehicle at the time that we pulled the vehicle over.
The teen was taken to juvenile jail. Hundreds attended Lark's funeral Friday. The attorney for R. Kelly pleaded not guilty on behalf of the R&B singer in a Chicago courtroom this morning. Kelly was back in court facing 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse with 4 alleged victims, including 3 underage girls. Attorney Michael Avenatti, who represents 2 of the alleged victims, says that all of these young girls are not lying. He said it is impossible and outrageous for Kelly's attorney and others he termed enablers to suggest that all of these young women after 28 years are lying about this conduct. Avenatti also confirmed there is a new tape that depicts Kelly engaging in alleged sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl.
The videotape depicts Mr. Kelly engaged in illegal sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl. It is approximately 55 minutes in length. The conduct in the tape can be described as nothing short of outrageous, illegal. It leaves no question as to Mr. Kelly's guilt on the tape.
Each count of the new charges carries up to 7 years in prison, and the sentences could be served consecutively, making it possible for Kelly to receive up to 70 years. R. Kelly has denied the allegations. Protesters across the country voiced their opposition over the weekend to the United States' intervention in Venezuela. This includes a protest here in Kentucky. One group met yesterday in Louisville, saying actions by the U.S. have made the humanitarian crisis worse. But many countries around the globe, including the U.S., have withdrawn support for Venezuela's elected president, Nicolas Maduro. They are instead backing opposition leader Juan Guaido, who has asked the military to join him in the fight against Maduro's, quote, dictatorship. This comes as Vice President Mike Pence is heading to Colombia for his first face-to-face meeting with Guaido. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi joined New York Governor Andrew Cuomo to sign a new gun control bill today. It is called the Red Flag Bill and aims to stop guns from getting into the hands of people who show signs of being a threat to themselves or others. The bill would enable a court to temporarily prohibit someone from buying or possessing a gun if they are showing red flags such as violent behavior. Cuomo says it just makes sense.
The Red Flag Bill, I have no doubt, will save lives and doesn't infringe on anybody's rights. It is common sense. It is logical. It is factual. We just have to get past the politics and get past the fear, because Americans are better than this.
The NRA says it opposes the legislation. It says it does not contain strong due process protections and could be used to take away someone's constitutional rights. Earlier this month, the Kentucky Senate passed a bill allowing people to carry a concealed handgun without a permit. That bill is now heading to the House. Chinese negotiators have left the U.S. after 4 days of talks with their American counterparts, which both sides say were productive. The president tweeted last night, quote, "The U.S. has made substantial progress in our trade talks with China. As a result of these very productive talks, I will be delaying the U.S. increase in tariffs now scheduled for March 1st. He highlighted headway made on key sticking points, including intellectual property rights and agricultural exports to China.
We lose $800 billion a year on trade. Think of it. China's the big one. China's 50% of the number.
The U.S. has already implemented $250 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese goods, and China responded with $110 billion worth of tariffs on American products. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Monday afternoon. The Dow closes up today more than 60 points. Straight ahead on First at 4, we'll have a recap of the biggest winners during last night's Oscar ceremony.
And sunshine is here, but for how long? We'll break down that full forecast in just a few minutes.